You're watching the Isaiah Factor Uncensored.
And welcome back to the Factor Uncensored, and thank you for joining us for the second half hour tonight. Now, if you've missed a few Sundays at church, you may not only burn in hell, but you could also get high blood pressure, diabetes, and the gout. Okay, I made up the gout part. But seriously, a trip to church could actually improve your health, according to scientists and a study. Now, this comes from a new study from the American Heart Association, legitimate organization there. Researchers observed almost 3,000 Black Americans. They say people who went to church more often and stayed prayed up had much better heart health. And people who skipped a few Sunday services were looking kind of jacked up and, headed to that place down below. Let's talk about it tonight. Dr. Ali, is there any validity to this? I know Dr. Ruth will say absolutely. Pastor Ruth. So what is this study all about, saying that you're healthier, heart healthy as well, if you are spiritual and religious?
That's correct, Isaiah. There's this article that was recently published in the American Health Association, and American Heart Association's journal here, that outlines 3,000 gentlemen, African-American folks who were followed throughout this study to see how their physical activity was, as well as some of the other cardiac risk factors that they were looking at. And what it showed is folks that were more religiously active and participated in religious activities, attended private prayers, or had religious coping mechanisms, were at an increased risk or increased ability that in terms of their health, that they were doing much better as it relates to their cardiac functions, whether it be their risk of smoking was lower, their risk of and their abilities to be participating in physical activity was better. And so these were all factors that they were looking at, and it showed that there was improvement in folks that were religiously active.
Now, how does that work, though? I mean, what did they do? What are you doing in church? Jogging and,
So a lot of times,
I'm trying to make sense of it.
Right. So it has a lot to do with corticosteroids and hormones that our bodies naturally produce. We know there are studies out there that show, for example, yoga, other exercises help to decrease some of those stress level hormones. And those hormones, by being decreased, will help some of these cardiac functions directly and indirectly.
Now, do you think 3,000 people, that's a good enough sample to come to this conclusion?
I think so, Isaiah. And the reason why I think so is because we know that activities that help promote well-being, help to promote your exercise and activities, and jog your brain in a spiritual way are healing. They also help in terms of the cardiac risk factors. And so, though I don't believe that this is a new study per se, but it outlines kind of a detail in terms of what we were really, some of the folks have been preaching in the past of, attending some of these religious activities and events that can help your cardiac function.
Okay, now from the medical doctor to the PhD, who is also a pastor.
Yes, who's sitting
so
over
Dr.
in the
Ruth,
amen
I guess
corner.
you believe this all your life, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm sitting over here saying amen to Dr. Ali. Thank you so much. Seriously, we believe that the human is three parts: spirit, soul, body. And so in the church, we deal with the spirit and the soul. And we believe that if you're not dealing with those parts of your life and only dealing with the physical aspect, then you're really missing out, because the mind over matter. Not only that, I love the fact that this is a natural, this is all about a natural research and the natural body. And so now we can add even supernatural to that, because we believe that we believe that Jesus deals with, supernatural healing. So this is really good news, which we call the gospel.
Now, Dr. Ruth, do you see any difference in your congregants when they come in fresh off the street as a heathen and then they slowly progress to a good Christian?
Absolutely. I see that. And I also see the reverse. I see when they don't come in. I promise you, not an hour ago, someone told me, said, you know, so-and-so died. And I said, and his name is Robert. Nobody here would know him. But I said, he did? And I remember inviting him over and over. Why don't you come and join us? Why don't you come and join us? He said, well, one day I'm going to, and I'm going to surprise you. And I could tell just by looking at him that he had some physical issues. And now he's gone. And I see that over and over and over. And yes, we've had people come in because, you know, what happens is there's a difference in behaviors. There are people who come in and they may not completely stop smoking, but they certainly cut down on smoking. They eat differently. They have a community of people to whom they are accountable and who love them and who care for them. And that alone will improve a person's health. So absolutely, we have seen that. But, and the other thing is that happens is people will come in and their lives will just change. They'll get jobs. They'll get a better attitude about themselves and about life. They'll change their outlook. They'll change their mindset. And that inures to better physical health. As a matter of fact, if you really knew my real age, which is about the mid-80s, then.
And Dr. Ali, does it matter, number one, which religion you are, and also it says religion and spirituality?
That's correct, Isaiah. Yeah, this was not looking at a specific religion, nor was this looking at just being attending church. This was also looking at religious coping things that you may be doing individually, spiritually, and also private prayers as well. So folks that may not be attending churches or masjids and maybe privately having conversations with God and having these spiritual kind of discussions where they're coping in their own heads to come to a spiritual calming and well-being. That's what this study was really looking at.
All right. Well, Dr. Ruth Olison, your pews may be full Sunday.
I certainly
Give your
hope
church
so.
a shout out. We never talk about your church.
Yeah, our church is the beautiful Beulah Land Community Church, and it's located on Holman at the corner of Holman and Tier Wester in the beautiful 3rd Ward. And
All right.
We meet at noon on Sunday.
See, that's motivation for you. If you're going to church, synagogue, mosque, or Kingdom Hall on Monday or Sunday, make sure you get prayed up.